Hello out, someone know. How you doing? Oh, flutter of the wings from Bo then. Hopefully he's doing good. Tonight I'm reviewing Midnight Rose, Tresor Midnight Rose by Lancome. Not so impressed. So I'll just set the tone of the review right there. Not only does this fragrance hold the Lancome name, it holds the Tresor name as well. Tresor, hugely famous fragrance from 1990. My mother used to wear it. I love it. It's gone through many reincarnations and variations. There's actually 19 perfumes now that have the Tresor name. Yeah, sometimes I just think, stop flogging a dead horse. Not a dead horse, but let's be a bit creative, shall we? It's just that typical thing. There's flanker after flanker after flanker. Tresor Midnight Rose is actually a flanker within a flanker of a flanker. That word started to sound a bit strange. So Tresor was the original fragrance from the 1990s. Then a while later they released Tresor in Love, which is a very similar shape to the bottle that you've seen at the beginning. There's also 2 or 3 flankers of Tresor in Love, so it's just getting very deep. It's just, I feel, possibly just getting more diluted, more and more diluted. Stop! Lancome, stop it! Anyway, this is a Floral Woody Musk, it came out in 2011, and I have to thank the wonderful Priscilla. I haven't spoken to you for a good few months. I'm really sorry. We used to speak all the time. I know you're still there though, and I'll be in touch soon. You wrote inside, Tom, with love, because I know you are going to love to review it, Priscilla. You're right, I love doing reviews. So, that's the bottle. The notes, very quickly, are blackberry and rose in the top. Then the heart notes are peony, jasmine, pink pepper, and currant bud, black currant bud, which I have the absolute oil of, which smells amazing, by the way. And then the bottom notes are, or base notes, or whichever you want to call them, or lead out notes, are musk, cedar, vanilla. So, that's my reaction to this. Spray it on the right hand, just while it... So, I always say, it's really, really cool to see something written on paper, and then when you smell it, it delivers. But that's only true if the fragrance is interesting. This is the exact opposite, where all of these notes that look really cool on paper, blackcurrant bud and blackberry and rose together, it sounds like it's going to be kind of like a bit of a foresty affair. It's hugely disappointing, unfortunately. Inside the little card it says, let's just not make a fool of ourselves here, Cassis Malicious, which is mischievous blackcurrant. Then it says Rose Gourmand, sweet rose, and Bois Mystérieux, which is mysterious wood. This is a very good play on words to draw you in to what might be contained in the bottle. Midnight Rose. Let's just talk about that for a second. No, I don't want to. Doesn't live up to the name. Don't let the package and the name fool you either. This is a sugary mess packaged in something very gorgeous and purple, which usually I would have just bought, but not today. It's very, very sweet. It reminds me of so many things I've smelled before. I'm reminded of La Vie est Belle by them. I'm reminded of Taylor Swift's Wonderstruck Enchanted. Anything that's a kind of berry rose perfume, this just slots right in and just fades into the background, unfortunately. It's got some power, which I really appreciate. That's really good. However, though it comes in this gorgeous, tall, elegant bottle with a little purple rose adorned across the top of it, it really is just one of those ones where I want to say, Ignore everything on the page. Just really ignore all of the notes I just said a minute ago. I do them for review purposes because I like to pick things out. But this one, it's basically, there's a hint of something woody in there, but not overly special. It really is just an abundance of sweetness. It's not even typically rosy, I wouldn't say. It's, well, I guess it kind of is. It's a kind of jammy blackcurrant rose with just a ton of vanilla. I've smelled it a million times before. I was expecting something interesting when it's really just been there, done that, worn the t-shirt, spritzed the perfume, kind of over it kind of smell. If there's any fans of this out there, I'm really sorry, but it's just really not that interesting. If you're going to hold the Tresor name up there, and you want to follow in the footsteps and make some interesting flankers, this isn't the way to do it. It's not even a very good representation of rose. I'm sorry. I've got my awful bitchy head on today. But yeah, pink pepper. Wait, I need to wiggle it a bit more. Possibly. Tiny spark of something peppery maybe. But really, the opening is, if I'm going to say complex, it's the most complex part of it, but it's not even really that complex. The dry down of it just sees it become less and less and less and less interesting. It's characterless. There are a million things out there that are better than this. I'm really sorry, Lancome, but that's the truth. It's got some power though, and it does last a while. If you want to be surrounded by a huge vanilla cloud of, I don't want to say airport, I use that word a lot. Airport just smells of a lot of different meshes of mulches of stuff. This is what this is. It just smells like nothing in a big way. Sweet, sugary blackcurrant rose, but in a very dulled down way. Much more I know, click my logo to subscribe, and I'll see you guys soon for another review. Goodbye.